Well, not a great day on the farm. We just had a TB test this morning, and this cow here failed the test. She's diagnosed as a TB reactor, which means she could well have TB. And what that means to her is that she will now be slaughtered, and they're going to come and collect her in, well, I'm not quite sure when, the next few days or possibly a couple of weeks. If you look on her left ear, you might just make out the little green tag that they've put in her ear that indicates she's tagged to go. Now we've had a bad run with TB. We've been clear for quite a few years, and then suddenly in the last 6 months it's all changed. We failed a test in November, so that cow was taken away and slaughtered. After it was slaughtered, it was found to have no TB in it. We again failed the test in January, and the cow was slaughtered, and again it was found not to have any TB. We then, this week, on Friday last week, we sent a cow to the abattoir, which had passed the test in January, and she failed in the abattoir with lesions in her lungs. So she definitely had TB. And now we're shut down again with this one as well. So what that means to us is we not only do we lose this lovely heifer, which is she's a bulling heifer, and she's hopefully in calf, but it won't matter now. But it also means we've got to have 2 more clear TB tests before we can sell any calves. And that's a problem for us because we've got a lot of calves now. I'm just going to have a little look around her neck. I don't know whether we can see the lump that they found this morning. It's not very obvious, but what they do is they inject in the neck of the cattle on the test, and the reaction causes a lump if you've got TB, which they then measure. I can't remember the exact details. You'd have to look this up on the internet, but you can probably see. I think that's about where the lump was. Not obvious. Oh yeah, you can just see it. She's in here. I've got her isolated in a minute. I'm going to put her in a box on her own because we're not really supposed to run her with another cattle, but I just dumped her down here this morning because we were so busy with the test and everything. But it is a problem in the southwest of England for us. TB is a bit of a nightmare now. That's a bit depressing really. We've got a low milk price, we've got cattle going down with TB, and a heifer like this we'll get compensation for, but nothing compared to what she's worth to us as an animal in the herd. So there you go. So she's going to be going off to slaughter. Incidentally, what's interesting is they will use the meat from her, even though she's possibly got TB, because what they'll do is isolate and throw away anything that's got TB and just keep the good bits. But there you go. So that's a TB infected, or possibly TB infected animal on our farm. We won't know till we get the results from the abattoir and from the cultures they'll grow from her. So I'm now going to drive her out and go. She's a lovely quiet heifer as well. It's such a waste. This is a devastating thing about these TB in the dairy herds. It's such a waste of lovely good animals. I'm going to drive her out. I'm going to open the gate and then put her in a loose box. Bugger, as they say.